of Benekiva. And with us, we have an awesome guest. It's our very own Soven Shrivastav. So Soven, since you're our guest, you can make the introduction and say, your name, your role with the company, who you represent, and then we'll go to Brent.
All right.
Hey guys, yeah. Hey guys, this is Soven Shrivastav, CTO and co-founder of Benekiva. I'm just excited to be here and talk about some of the things we have done in 2020 and looking forward for 2021.
That's awesome. So, Bobbie, you should have let me introduce the Soven, right?
Okay, you do the introduction too.
So we'll start this over. I'll introduce Soven, right? So Soven is very much like the Halley's Comet. Only comes around once every 75 years. Or you only see him once every 75 years, but when you do, it's spectacular. No. Of course he's not 75 years old, but funny joke anyway, because everybody knows, everybody sees Bobbie and Brent, right? But nobody hardly sees Soven. And when we take him to events and things like that, everybody's like, that's Soven? And then everybody wants to go talk to Soven. So it's so funny.
Such a good introduction. I couldn't have done it at all. I would have just laughed it off. So as part of Happy Fridays, what we do is we share one, maybe two happy stories or gratitude of the week. And Soven, since you are our guest of honor, we will let you go first. And before you go, I want to say this is like our first Happy Friday. That's all Benekiva, not just Brent and I. But we've got like Soven as well. So this is pretty special Happy Friday.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited what we did in 2020. The year 2020 has been amazing for us. Like we went above and beyond, achieved so much. What we targeted in 2019. I think it was beyond our expectations to, not only see our existing clients go and talk about Benekiva and also bring up or find out there's so many ways their problems can be solved, which they would have thought like it would take, at least a few development iterations to go through, and just figuring out that they can all be done within Benekiva and the system can be set it up, ready to go. That was really great, what we did. And also with the clients, the new clients that we added, and quickly get them up and running in Benekiva platform, the entire cycle, like the dev, the testing, the business requirements, all of that coming in while we are also rolling out. That's been really great. And I'm really grateful for our team, our entire team, Benekiva team, to put their A game on this, to get their whatever challenges we set it out, we were just able to get it that. So we are. Trust me, in 2021, we are actually setting up even higher goals and bigger challenges, so see what's our threshold, what would be our, threshold to, it probably, it won't, I wouldn't be surprised if we can set that one easily as well, just like we did in 2020. So, really grateful for that. I think we have added several new folks, get them up in speed and get them running with Benekiva. That has been, and while, accomplishing all of our goals, that's been amazing. Like not sure how many exact employees we were in 2019, but, 2020 has been amazing, like in terms of,
I think we closely tripled our employee count.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, Soven, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And I agree, Team Benekiva, we have hashtags, Benekiva strong, Benekiva team. It takes a village, and it takes our team who's so amazing to get things done.
Absolutely.
Brent, would you like to go next?
Yeah, so my Happy Friday story, one, Soven made my Happy Friday story, because the reason Soven is on today is we had Nick, he had another meeting pop up that he couldn't join Happy Friday this week. But once he sees this, he's going to be mad that he didn't. But anyway, so I pinged Soven on our company Slack channels. Can you do Happy Friday? And that was, I think, 11 minutes ago, or 12 minutes ago. So I'm happy you came on. But I'm going to share a couple stories of gratitude. One, I'm grateful to have you guys. You guys are the original. We're the original founding team, and a lot of people say that it's one person can't do it all. There's no one person that can do it all. It takes a team of people in order to accomplish what we've accomplished. And I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better set of co-founders and friends, brothers, sisters. That's one thing that I want to piggyback on Soven's point, that we grew the team quite a bit this year. But what's interesting is unless you're in Benekiva, unless you're in the culture, you just don't quite understand. We're not just a team Benekiva. We're like a giant family. I mean, we get funny posts from all over the world. The teams all over the world. So we're so connected, but yet we're so far apart. And I just think it's just absolutely amazing that we're able to do that. And I want to also piggyback on Soven's points about 2020. If you'd have asked me in March or April of 2020, how I thought 2020 would end up, I would have thought it was going to be a down year, right? Because COVID hit, and the country shut down, and people were losing jobs, and restaurants were closing, and it was just a bad time. So if you would have asked me at that point, what do you think of Benekiva? Certainly we'd still be here, but I would have called it a down year. But fortunately or unfortunately, depending on which side of the fence you're on, for us, it was a fortunate event, because it proved that we executed on our goal of anywhere, anytime, any device. And that goes for policyholders and beneficiaries and carrier claims and customer service staff. So I don't know if we'd have been able to prove that theory had we not had a COVID and actually forced carriers to prove out that theory for us. You know what I mean? So very grateful for that. And then I'll leave the small one for my other Happy Friday. We did add another client this week. So that's pretty cool. We got contracting going on. So not only is the team growing, not only is the platform growing, but the client base is growing as well. And that certainly allows us to put more back into Benekiva and expand and make the platform better. I was on a podcast last week, and it was interesting. The guy asked me about the platform, and I said, we didn't set out to build another claims platform. We set out to build the claims platform, and I believe it is the claims platform. And he says, so it's all done. And I said, nope, it's not done. We never want it to be done. We always want the platform to get better and better and better for our clients. And he just thought that was amazing, And I said, no, I don't even know when the platform will be quote unquote done, because we always take the feedback from our carrier clients and say, wow, that's a great enhancement. And Bobbie hands it over to Soven and his team, and away they go. So very grateful for those things. Well,
Awesome. Thank you. So I'll wrap up with my happy story, which is around Very similar, very grateful to our team. We've instituted in Benekiva a new process, I think it's been, since August, we've had very deliberate monthly releases. So we're getting structure, we're getting, more mature as a company. And this month made me so happy because our team, not only did they deliver on their goal, they also added a few more items that from additional items. So it just shows that, once you put, a little bit of process, a little bit of, rigor into the machine, it feeds itself and it turns itself and it delivers more. So I was very happy to see some of the earlier numbers that one of our employees is pulling, that we, we met our goal. So when we meet our goal, what happens is our customers, because we're a SaaS product, so we, Brent talks about like we are the Apple model for claims. That means every month our customers get new features, new functionality. Some of it is that they're like, Brent says, we will always keep improving. Some of it is coming from that customer feedback. Some of it is coming from innovation items. So sometimes when we're working with the dev team, Soven's team, and we're saying, we would like X, Y, and Z, and then their team comes back and says, what about this? How about if we architect it this way? So not only do we meet that customer demand right there, we're also future-proofing our piece so that it hits a lot of these other scenarios that we haven't thought about, because on the innovation side, that's where Soven's team is future looking at building like the bricks and foundation so the product team can really enjoy when we're working with our customers. So was very grateful for that.
Well, there you have it. You guys see the wizard behind the curtain.
All Soven. Okay, well, this wraps up our Happy Friday. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. And until next time, thank you, Soven, for being our guest of honor.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.